Hello all. We are dealing with the translation of the ancient Tamil poem named Perumbanatruppade. Here, a group of impoverished poets and artists are guided by another poet to meet King Ilandarayan of Tondai Mandalam. We were getting to know the harbour town of Neerpayatru, its people and food. The poet has more to talk about the harbour town, so let us listen to what he has to say. ஓடும் கலங்களை அழைக்கும் கடற்கரை துறை வானம் ஊன்றிய மதலைப் போல ஏணி சாத்திய ஏற்று அருஞ்சென்னி விண்புற நிவந்த வெய்யாமாடத்து இரவில் மாட்டிய இலங்கு சுடர் நெகிழி உறவு நீர் அழுவத்து ஓடுகலம் கரையும் துறை பிறக்கு ஒழிய போகி. The inviting harbor, like a pillar holding up the vast sky, ladders to step up to the high roofs, sky-high roofs not thatched like huts, lamps that glow at night and melt on widespread ocean waters that confuse sailors, sigh in relief at the sight of the harbour town. The poet explains how important the town of Neerpayatru was to the entire kingdom. It was maintained in such a way that any ship that was lost could easily spot the high roofs of the mansions and lighthouse of Neerpayatru, and they would immediately anchor in the harbour town. Every roof was very tall and they had posts that held lamps. Even taller was the lighthouse that constantly had lamps glowing throughout the night. These lamps ensured that no ship or sailor got lost in the wide ocean. தோப்புக்குடிகளில் நிகழும் உபச்சாரம் கரையடிக்குன்று உரள் யானை மருங்குல் ஏய்க்கும் வன் தோட்டு தெங்கின் வாடுமடல் வேந்த மஞ்சள் முன்றில் மணம் நாறு படப்பை தண்டலை உழவர் தனிமனை சேப்பின் தாழ்கோட் பலவின் சூழ் சுளை பெரும்பழம் கீழில் தாழை குழவி தீம் நேர்கவை முலையிரும்பிடி கவுள் மறுப்பு ஏய்க்கும் குலிமுதிர் வாழை கூனி வெண்பழம் திரள் அரை பெண்ணை நுங்கோடு பிறவும் தீம்பல் தாரம் முனையின் சேம்பின் முளைப்புற முதிர் கிழங்கு ஆர்குவீர். Reception at the plantation houses, with masts strong as pestles, huge as elephants, big as goats, the dried coconut fronds woven together, blonde porches and fragrant gardens stay in the plantation houses separated from each other. Huge jackfruits with less fiber and nectary pulp in excess, sans pulp, sweet watery tender coconuts, like the tusks of a she-elephant, thick, sweet, curved beige bananas, fully ripe palm fruits as well, and more. If that's overly sweet, and boars, tubers sauteed and spiced, and fried and served as you feed on. The poet says that the harbour town of Neerpayatru is full of hospitable people. He says that along the shores, close to the lighthouse, one can find groves of coconuts, jackfruits, and banana plantations. These plantations would have houses placed at a distance from each other. The poet says that one can approach any of the houses and all the inmates would be loving and accommodating. The plantations would have huge jackfruits with fleshy sweet fruits. The coconuts would have sweet tender waters. The bananas would be as thick and curved as sharp tusks of a female elephant. And the guests would be served with the best of these fruits. They would also be served with palm fruits that are tender and sweet. The poet says that if the guests find all the fruits too sweet and boring, they would be served with fries of yams and potatoes rightly spiced. ஒதுக்குப்புற நாடுகளின் வளம் பகற்பெயல் மழை வீழ்ந்தன்ன மாத்தாட்கமுகின் புடை சூழ் தெங்கின் மூப்புடை திரள் காய் ஆறு செல்வம் வளர் காய் பசி தீர சோறு அடு குழிசி இழக விழுவும் வியாயானர் விளங்கெழு பாக்கத்து பல்மரம் நீள் இடை போகி நல்நகர் விண்தோய் மாடத்து விளங்கு சுவர் உடுத்த வாடாவள்ளியின் வளம் பர தருவும் நாடு பல கழிந்த பின்றை. The prosperous outlands. Archaea trees uprooted in the rains of the day, cluttered pod with three encircled lobes on the sides, that eases the hunger of weary travelers as their cooking pots rumble and tremble. Still, nothing lost as they have riches evergreen, like their lush groves with several trees, fort of town with sky-high mansions that are regularly festive with Vallikurtu. As you pass such places, the poet here, he says that the outskirts of the harbour town of Neerpayatru would have several plantations of areca, which is also called betel nuts or pakal in Tamil. Many of these would have completely been uprooted because of severe rains and storms. Yet, the people of Neerpayatru seem very prosperous as always. The poet says that tired travelers can pluck the ripe areca nuts and eat as nobody would stop. He compares the scene to the kitchens of rich people where even if one pot breaks, it would simply be replaced with another one and the inmates would not worry about it at all. Similarly, the people of Neerpayatru did not worry much about uprooted trees as they were very sure they could manage to plant more of them as replacements. So we are starting from Neerpayatru to move ahead with our journey. We are about to reach the capital of Tondai Mandalam, Thiruvekka, or the city of Kanchi, the city of thousand temples, a very important city that stands even today as a symbol of culture and heritage. Stay tuned as we step into the city with reverence. Thank you.